When we think of Central Asia, we often picture vast grasslands where herds of cattle roam freely. However, behind these images lies a booming cattle industry, bringing both economic and cultural value to the region. The cattle farming and trading markets in Central Asia are dominated by countries such as Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan, who are the major producers. These nations are developing specialized areas to optimize beef production, while also improving the quality of meat and dairy products. The people have maintained pastures. This method allows the cattle to graze on nutrient-rich land while taking advantage of nature with minimal labor costs. In addition, they raise strong local cattle breeds. These cattle are not only resilient to the arid climate, but also provide valuable meat and wool, offering good profits for herders. For farmers in the Kyrgyzstan Republic, cattle farming is a vital source of income. Over the past 20 years, the number of cattle in the country has increased by 60%. Although this growth has boosted the economy for many farmers, it has also contributed to the degradation of grasslands. The people of Central Asia are adopting modern livestock farming techniques. At many modern farms, farmers use sensor systems and software to monitor the health, weight, and product from traditional herding to modern feedlot methods, combined with technology such as temperature-controlled barns and optimized nutrition, has brought significant economic benefits. Central Asia is not only known for its resilient native cattle breeds capable of withstanding harsh climates, but also for developing important hybrid breeds. These hybrid cattle offer higher meat yields and tender, nutrient-rich meat, meeting the growing demands of the international market. Beef from Central Asia is distinguished by its bright red colour and evenly distributed marbling, making it more appealing on dining tables in Russia and China. In Kyrgyzstan, they often check the coat, skin, teeth, and legs to assess the calf's health. Some buyers request that the calves be let outside to observe their movement and reactions. This helps them to evaluate whether the calves have any issues with their legs or nervous systems. Once a deal is reached, the exchange of cash takes place right at the market. The calves are then transported to the farm to begin their new journey. Calves need their mother's milk during the first few weeks of life to develop healthily. Farmers collect milk and feed the calves using specialized bottles or tubes. After a few weeks of milk feeding, the calves begin to transition to soft foods, such as hay and small grains. In the summer, when the grass grows abundantly, farmers harvest hay to store as feed for the cattle during winter. The hay is either cut manually or by machines and then left to dry for several days under the sun to retain its nutrients. Once the hay is dry, farmers collect and store it in large storage facilities or barns near the cattle shelters. This ensures they have enough feed for the cattle throughout the winter when natural pastures are no longer viable. As winter approaches and the weather becomes harsher, with temperatures dropping significantly, farmers bring their herds into shelters to protect them from the cold winds for the cattle over winter, ensuring that they receive enough nutrition. Many farmers also supplement the hay with grains or additional feed, such as sugar beets and oats, to boost the cattle's immunity during the colder months. The grasslands of Central Asia span millions of hectares, providing a vast natural resource for cattle farming. These grasslands are mostly found in arid steppes or highland regions, where the harsh climate is well suited for cattle growth. Thanks to the climate's shift from warm in the spring to hot and dry in the summer, the grasslands regenerate and grow steadily. During the summer, the herds are moved to higher, cooler mountain pastures to escape the heat, in contrast to the 7 or 8 litres typically produced by local breeds. On small traditional farms, hand milking is still common. Farmers use metal buckets to collect the milk. On larger farms, milking machines are increasingly used, improving efficiency and ensuring hygiene. Freshly milked milk is usually filtered and stored in cool containers or large tanks. If refrigeration isn't available, the milk is typically used immediately to avoid spoilage. The milk may be left for a few hours to sour slightly, and then gently warmed to around 30 to 40 degrees Celsius to prepare for coagulation. To ensure a continuous and longer intermediary chains. Because beef does not need to be consumed immediately and can be stored in cold storage or exported, cattle farms in remote regions don't face significant challenges in supplying meat to large cities or exporting them to the neighbouring countries. The demand for antibiotic-free and growth hormone-free meat is rapidly growing. Organic livestock farms in Central Asia are capitalising on this trend to supply high-quality, environmentally friendly meat that aligns with international preferences. Once the cattle are fully grown and healthy, farmers sell them to slaughterhouses or larger livestock farms. Most of the beef is delivered making it suitable for various cooking methods. Additionally, large cattle markets in Central Asia are where locals and traders gather to buy and sell cattle in bulk, serving both domestic needs and export demands. Central Asia has become a major beef supplier for countries like Russia, China, and many other markets. Beef raised on natural pastures is highly valued for